Hello, 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 and happy Sunday to all of my wonderful Taurians. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Taurus, let's get right into your reading. Ooh, look at these cards jumping out. What do they have to say, Taurus? What do they have to say? What do these cards have to say? I am talking to my amazing Taurus who are logical, generous, trustworthy, determined, understanding, kind, organized, patient, reliable, practical, devoted, responsible, stable. Bulls. Yes. Your ruling planet is Venus. Let's get into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Taurians as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions and spirituality, and where they need to take action. Topic is on death, rebirth. Yes, what is death? Death is the end of a cycle. Rebirth is the beginning of a cycle. That's where you're starting to flourish. Yes. What is it that we need to die to in order for something beautiful to be reborn? Yes, that's what we're going to be talking about. Plus, we're talking about the number 1111. Yes, we talked about the number 11 before, but have we talked about 1111? No. We're going to talk about it today. Let's get into it. Let's see what these cards have to say. Gosh, money is coming right out the deck. My goodness, Taurus. Can I get a loan? Can I get some money? All right, look. Okay. So here we have the Seven of Swords, right? We also have the Queen of Swords. Oh, I like where this is going already. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we also have the Page of Cups. So listen. Some of you all have been in some very challenging relationships, maybe with family members, because that's kind of what I'm getting just right off top when I look at this. Some of you all have been in challenging relationships with family members, and I know that because I'm seeing this little heart here. Family members can be soulmates, right? They can be soulmates. You know, you let them get close. Somebody who's just like really, really tugs on your heartstrings, right? It could be a family member, it could be a best friend, could have been a romantic interest or whatever, right? But what I'm getting heavy and strong in this reading is it's a family member, whether you married to that person or were married to that person, blood relative or whatever, right? So what's happening here is that somebody that you love deeply was actually manipulating you, and they were exposed, right? See this knife right here? So when we talk about death, rebirth, right, this is not cutting a person. I don't even want you all to get, because there's no violence in this whatsoever. But their energy was so damaging and so draining and so so distracting and so dangerous. This is their energy, the manipulator. The person who's it was so dangerous that your ancestors had to actually send you some kind of a warning, because remember, you all are very logical thinkers. Like if it doesn't make sense, like Taurus is the sign, if it doesn't make sense to you, it just doesn't make sense, right? Which is okay, right? Because earth signs are necessary, just like fire signs, air signs, and water signs. But you all are the most logical ones, right? Where it needs to make sense. So your sign had to come out to you through grounding. See how this person is grounding? This person is like outside, right? So you had to go out in nature for some of you all to really get some answers, like because somewhere along the way you posed the question, like, what is there a blockage somewhere? Like, how come messages aren't coming through? Like, and the relationship was so challenging. And for some of you all, it's like, what is it? Why do I always feel like I'm walking on a tightrope with this person? Like, why do I always feel like I got to be careful with my words? Like, you know, I can set them off. Like at any moment, they're going to cut me off or whatever, right? You're walking a tightrope in that relationship. But you were still able to be very successful with other things in your life. But it was so distracting, right? When I say damaging, distractive, dangerous, all those words to describe, all those adjectives used to describe that feeling that you had being around this person or persons, right? And so, but you were still able to come up with tons of ideas, have a smile on your face, like really not look like what you were going through with that person. but there was something like really tugging at your body. Remember I said, you know, for earth signs, you feel it on your skin, the largest organ. You feel it like your hairs on the back of your neck stood up, or you feel sick to your stomach, or it just feels like a climate change when they call or come around or whatever. That kind of energy, right? So once they were exposed, right? Once they were exposed, see this bird right here? Was exposed. Some of you all may even went outside and saw like a lot of birds flying around, like your ancestors like, look, come on, trying to give you some signs, trying to tell you like, come on, Taurus, pay attention. I'm trying to give you some information about this person. Don't trust them, Taurus, don't trust them, right? So now you're sitting on your throne and you have your sword in your hand, but at rest position, right? You're still very friendly, still very welcoming, but you're very meticulous about who you allow in your space, right? Because this type of person is so draining that it's hard for you when they're in your presence, in your energy space. It's hard for you to know who you can trust and who you can't trust. It literally throws everything out of whack. Like even the most trustworthy people become suspect. Like, I don't know if I can trust that person because of their energy, right? Yes. So when you decided, okay, to become the Queen of Swords, somebody sitting on their throne, have no problem like asserting yourselves, right? This is now where you're using telepathy, where I'm gonna think real hard, and maybe they're gonna get the message. This is where you're coming out of your mouth and you're saying exactly how you feel. Still, again, very friendly, but you're not trying to hurt anybody, right? You're not trying to hurt anybody. You're just being very direct. This energy right here is very direct, very no nonsense, not playing games, right? So yes, then, and so you're going to actually see it in your money, Taurus, financial independence, and also because you've been really planting seeds, and you've been really investing in yourself, and this is where you're going to see it actually in your money, Taurus. You're going to start seeing it because you're a lot more direct. You're not playing games with the person manipulating you anymore, right? The person have been thinking about you. They want to come back into your space, but guess what? You're not interested. Matter of fact, you're going to be even shocked that you're being as direct as you've been. Remember, dying to your old self. See, when you die to yourself, death, rebirth means that you allow yourself to let go of the past in order to add energy to new beginnings, right? So you're not interested in manipulators anymore. So you feel like, okay, if I could, sever ties with the fear and the doubt within myself when it comes to this person that I love or people that I love, then gosh, I could do it with anybody, right? I feel like this new person, yep, you just created your own new world, right? Or stepping into your own new world, right? And so death, rebirth also means parting of ways with your old self versus your new self. So when people see death, rebirth, they get nervous. Is somebody going to die? That doesn't necessarily mean what that means. It means that you're parting ways with your old self, that like shedding that skin and being reborn, right? You're excited about it because remember, it's starting to flourish. That's what rebirth means, that you're starting to flourish. It's the beginning of a new cycle, right? And because we're moving upon a new moon, that's what it means. So 1111. So 1111 is the letter values of the word light, right? Because I talked about the Pythagorean system at one point, but light adds up to 29, and so which it reduces to the number 11. So 2 plus 9 equals 11. 11 is the number of light. 1111 magnifies the light of the truth in your life. So when 1111 is illuminating, it illuminates an issue of your life, shining the light in darkness, enlightening you with inspiration. So in order to walk through the two pillars of the 1111, you must leave everything behind, all preconceived ideas, beliefs, suppositions, expectations, worries, fears, the past, right? And embrace the only constant, which is eternal life and timelessness. That's 1111. Yes, 1111 is very, very powerful. I should just teach just straight on 1111 because there's so much to 1111. I just want to give you all just a snippet of it because I want to focus primarily on your general reading. So just take what resonates with you in this reading. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you can go to queenamunra.com and book there, or you can text me at 202-460-3205. All right, let's go. What else do we have? What else? Yes. So many people are so uncomfortable with death because it seems so finite. But when you really think of the beauty of death, rebirth, it is not finite at all. You're channeling energy away from, you're taking, you're decluttering, removing fear, doubt, like I said before, preconceived ideas, expectations, the past, all of that is going so that you can embrace, right? So you can embrace this new, right? This new life, right? So right now you're focusing on self. You are like, you feel like a person who is running towards their goals finally. Like, you know what? I can do this. No more difficult relationships. Yeah, it's like standing up to the bully finally. The bully in yourself, though. That bully that was fear, that bully that was doubt, like constantly keeping you scared and nervous. It's like, no, I'm taking my power back. I'm standing up to my fear. I'm facing my fears. I'm facing my nervousness. I'm facing the past. And it's at that point, that death, that you face. Not only did you face it, you conquered it, and now you're moving forward, and you're like, oh my God, I feel like I have a whole new life because a new cycle is beginning, right? And so look at this inner peace. Yes, this is inner peace and harmony. Yes. Some of you all are artists. See this like a music note? Yes. Some of you all are artists, right? And so your life is in full harmony. And you never thought that you would get to this place because you've been conditioned to just be fearful, scared of everything. Like, oh my God, if I say too much, am I going? And so some of you all have been nurturing fear and doubt because you're nurturers by default. And so a lot of you all are starting to like really pick back up on the things that you may have put down. Jupiter is also retrograde. We have Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, and Neptune are retrograde right now. So a lot of you all are sort of picking back up things that's nostalgic to you, and you're happy. Like you're really, really feeling happy. You no longer have fear and doubt on your plate. You no longer have the past on your plate. None of that stuff on your plate. You've actually stood up to that. And so now moving forward, you're happiest, right? Plus you learn how to get those emotions intact through meditation. So a lot of you all are going near water. Not only are you, so you're not only grounding as a Taurian, but you're also like going near a lake, outside beach, outside pool, whatever, right? But you're getting outside and you're learning how to control your emotions because water represents emotions and creativity, right? You're drawing a lot of inspiration creatively from water, from being outside and being near water. Yes. Your thoughts are becoming a lot more organized. You feel happier. You feel free. Welcome to the new world that you created. And look at it. Emotionally, you feel like you have hit the jackpot. Cups energy is emotions and creativity. That's water. So some of you all have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your chart, or maybe you've been influenced by Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. All these cards right here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right? You all are no longer interested in even entertaining manipulators, liars, gaslighters, all of that stuff in your life. You have broken up, completely divorced fear, doubt, the past, all of that in your life. And so you have learned how to balance out your own energy by taking action, divine masculine side of yourself, and you're feeling so much better. So much better. Welcome to the new world that you created.